Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the NFL to its very core. An absolute game changer that's happening right now behind the scenes, and I guarantee you, it's only the beginning. Today, I've uncovered something that could redefine the landscape of professional football. A secret so explosive, so unprecedented, that it's sending shockwaves through the Ravens front office, the NFL's biggest power brokers, and the entire league ecosystem. I've got confidential sources confirming that one of the league's most elite quarterbacks, a player who just led his team to a Super Bowl victory, a guy renowned for his dual-threat dominance, for his clutch performances on the biggest stage, is on the verge of pulling off the biggest trade shock in NFL history. Who is it? How did this happen? And what does it mean for the future of the NFL? Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, everything you think you know about this quarterback, this franchise, and this league will be turned upside down. But here's the deal. If you're serious about knowing the truth, about getting the inside scoop that no one else dares to reveal, then you need to take action right now. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and turn on your notifications. Because what I'm about to show you isn't just a rumor. It's the secret that insiders are whispering about in hushed tones in league headquarters, in private jets flying over the clouds, and in every major NFL executive's private office. If you want to be in the know, part of the inner circle who gets the real story, then you better stay tuned because what I'm about to drop is only the beginning. The next 48 hours will be crucial. Trust me, this isn't just about football anymore. This is about the rise of a new titan, a shift so monumental that history will remember where they were when this news broke. Now let's set the scene. The Baltimore Ravens, a franchise known for their gritty, relentless style, their ferocious defense, and their innovative approach to the game, are at a crossroads. After a disappointing 2025 season that saw them stumble in the playoffs after a series of close calls, the entire organization is in chaos. Their locker room is tense, their front office is scrambling, and their owner, Steve Bisciotti, is furious. The coaching staff, once stable under John Harbaugh, has just been overhauled, the old guard gone, replaced by a slate of unproven coordinators and interim leaders. The roster. Still competitive, yes, but lacking that one piece, that elite edge, that can propel a team into true championship contention. And so the executives, the scouts, the owners, they've been working in secrecy, in encrypted calls, flying private jets to undisclosed locations, exploring every avenue to find their next superstar. They've been searching for months, quietly probing the market, eyeing the best quarterbacks in the league, all while the league's top insiders have been sworn to secrecy. Behind closed doors, whispers of a blockbuster deal have been swirling, a deal so audacious, so unprecedented, that it could reshape what we think we know about NFL trades. And then they found him. Yes, I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. That's right, Jalen Hurts, the player who just won a Super Bowl MVP, the dual-threat phenom who's taken the league by storm with his electrifying rushing, his clutch performances, and his relentless leadership. I know what you're thinking. Hurts to Baltimore. Are you serious? How could this be? Well, let me tell you, the pieces are falling into place faster than anyone expected. Now, for anyone who's been paying attention, and I mean really paying attention, Hurts is a player unlike any other. He's a 27-year-old superstar born on August 7, 1998, and a proven winner. During his career, he's racked up some of the most eye-popping stats in recent NFL history. In 2023, he set franchise records with 4,463 total yards and 38 touchdowns, blending his elite rushing ability with his developing passing game. He's led all quarterbacks in rushing yards, 784, and rushing touchdowns, 10 in 2021, and in 2024 he was a key figure in leading the Eagles back to the NFC Championship. His style. A relentless dual threat that keeps defenses guessing, with a virtually unstoppable QB sneak, record-tying 3 rushing touchdowns in a single Super Bowl, and a game-changing ability to break down a defense with his legs or arm at a moment's notice. But it's not just his stats that make him a crown jewel. Hurts has a unique blend of leadership, resilience, and clutch gene that money can't buy. He's a former college champion at Alabama, who transferred to Oklahoma to prove himself on the big stage, and then, boom, drafted 53rd overall by the Eagles in 2020 as a Plan B behind Carson Wentz. Fast forward, and he's become the face of a franchise, a Super Bowl champion, and a player sought after by every contender in the league. His contract, massive, a staggering 5-year extension worth over $255 million, making him one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in NFL history. His market value? Sky high. Despite some inconsistencies in 2025, a season marred by turnovers and offensive struggles, his talent is undeniable. His leadership? Unquestionable. The Eagles' front office recently signed him through 2028, and there's no indication they're giving him up anytime soon, unless, of course, the deal is so big, so attractive, that the Ravens' front office just can't resist. Why is Hurts the perfect fit for Baltimore? Because the Ravens, right now, need that special ingredient. They need a quarterback who can not only run the offense but elevate it, a player who can command the respect of the locker room, ignite the fanbase, and bring a new era of dominance. Hurts brings all of that, plus the proven ability to elevate a team to Super Bowl heights. Imagine him in Baltimore, a city hungry for that elusive Lombardi trophy, ready to witness history. Now, behind the scenes, the drama is thick. Insiders tell me that the NFL's top powers, from league executives to team owners, are watching this unfold with bated breath. The GM of the Ravens, Eric DeCosta, is known as a genius, a mastermind who's been working in the shadows, orchestrating this potential move like a grand chess master. Rumors swirl that rival teams, including the Bills and Dolphins, have tried to block this deal, offering huge packages of draft picks and players to sway the Ravens from making such a bold move. But sources close to the situation suggest that DeCosta, fueled by a desire to rebuild quickly and stake their claim as AFC favorites, is prepared to go all in. And what about the money? Well, the NFL's salary cap is a known beast, roughly $270 to $80 million in 2026. But this trade could unleash a tidal wave of financial shifts. Hurts' deal, with its massive bonuses and performance clauses, could set a new precedent. Insiders reveal that the deal would include insane incentives, performance bonuses tied to playoff runs, MVP awards, and even individual game milestones. The whole league is watching as the Ravens prepare to reshape their roster around their new superstar, potentially releasing veterans like Lamar Jackson or restructuring contracts to fit Hurts' hefty deal. In fact, NFL authority figures are already praising this move as a genius stroke, a strategic masterstroke that could vault Baltimore to the top of the AFC hierarchy. The energy in the league? Electric. Rival teams are panicking, knowing that a Hurts-led Ravens would dominate on both sides of the ball, fielding an offense with explosive weapons like Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, and Derrick Henry, paired with a defense that's been retooling under new coordinators. The owner, Steve Bisciotti, is said to be fully committed, having approved the move in secret meetings. And behind every great power play is a hidden genius, a brain so sharp that it's been working on this plan for months. And now, let's talk numbers. How does this impact Baltimore's offense? Hurts would immediately slot in as their QB1, leading a scheme designed to maximize his strengths. Expect him to put up next season's projections of 4,000-plus passing yards, 30-plus passing touchdowns, and a jaw-dropping 700-plus rushing yards with 8-10 rushing scores. His dual-threat style makes him the perfect villain for defenses, a nightmare that keeps defensive coordinators awake at night. But it's not just about stats. It's about the disruption, the seismic shift, that this trade would create across the league. It's about the franchise that's been searching for its face for years, finally getting that golden ticket. Imagine the stadiums packed, the social media exploding, the national conversations about whether Baltimore is now the clear AFC favorite. Every NFL insider is buzzing about the possibility. The rumors are so intense that league sources say the next 48 hours will be utterly critical. The deal could be announced any moment now. The NFL draft rumors. They're already swirling with whispers of Hurts heading to Baltimore for a treasure trove of draft picks, young talent, and future assets. Picture the headlines. Ravens make historic move for Super Bowl MVP. Hurts to Baltimore. The new era begins. NFL's biggest secret revealed. It's almost too big for the league to contain. And what's next? Well, the ripple effects are staggering. Could Lamar Jackson be heading elsewhere? Will the Ravens rebuild with young talent and draft assets? Or will this be a bold, all-in move that takes them straight to Super Bowl glory? The NFL's landscape is about to be rewritten, and I promise you it all hinges on what happens in the next few days. So stay locked in because I'll be the first to bring you every update, every twist, every shocker. This isn't just another NFL rumor, it's the beginning of a new chapter in football history. The clock is ticking, and the future is being written now. Remember this, the next 48 hours will define the NFL's trajectory for years to come. And you, my friend, are witnessing the birth of something legendary. Are you ready? Because what's coming next will blow your mind. This isn't just a trade, it's a revolution. And it's happening right now,